Good morning, grade 9 students. This is teacher Hyran and welcome to the video discussion of our today's topic, Law of Sines. In getting the missing sides of a triangle, we usually use the Pythagorean theorem. However, the Pythagorean theorem is limited only for the right triangle. So, how about the triangles that we're looking for its missing sides that is not a right triangle? That will be the time that the law of sine will be used. So when we say law of sine, this is the formula in trigonometry where we can use to find the missing side of the triangle, even though the triangle is not a right triangle. Now, one of the important things that we should know in using law of sine is the way we write those angles and to name the sides. Now, here, we can see that all the angles here are capitalized letter and all the side here used in small letters. So, those are the things that we should do because we can't easily put letters and angles randomly in the triangle that is presented. So those were the techniques in writing those letters, angles and sides in our oblique triangle. So it doesn't matter where we are going to start to write the letters. However, the sides should be corresponding in our angles, which means our big letter A or angle A should be the opposite of the side A. The big letter B will be the opposite of small letter b, and the big letter C will be the opposite of the small letter c, for us to be able to use the law of sine. And now, as you can see, at the left of our triangle here are the sine law that we can use to look for the missing sides. And one thing that we need to use in solving sine law is the scientific calculator, because we need to get the specific values of the angles and sides using the scientific or graphing calculator. So, we have an example here in using the law of sine. If the given triangle is oblique, in this given triangle, we have angle A equal to 110 degrees, side A equal to 125 inches, and side B equal to 100 inches. Now, if you're going to sketch the triangle, that will be the triangle will look like. So, 110 degrees obtuse triangle. That's why the angle that used is quite big. And as you can see, the angle A is opposite to the side A, which is equal to 125 inches. Big letter B is opposite to the small letter b, and big C is opposite to the small letter c. So, we have a representation of our triangle and its missing parts, which are the angle C and B and side C. So, that's the first step to find those missing parts of the triangle. So, our step 1 is to find the side or angle where we have the missing parts. So we can use first A equal B or B equal C or C equal A. However, our strategy here is that what is the complete proportion, which is side A and angle A. That will be the first one that we will be used as formula. So now we have A over sine A. So we can't easily use any pair of letters easily because we have a technique or strategy that we are following in using the sine law. So since the two a's are both have a values, we can use the a over sine a. And since the side b also has a value, we can use the proportion b over sine b. So that's why I put a over sine a equal to b over sine b. So since the angle b is still doesn't have a value, we still have a missing part. So if I'm going to substitute the 3, we can have the 125 over sine 110 degrees equal to 100 over sine b. So again, we can see that our missing part is the sine b. So we can already solve the sine b using cross multiplication. So if I'm going to cross multiply it, we can have sine b equal to 100 times sine 110 degrees over 125. And this is the time that we should use the calculator. So if I am going to use calculator, we can get sine b equal to 0.7518. So since we're looking for the angle, it doesn't make sense that our angle will be 0.7518. It is because it should be in a whole number. So to do that, we can again use a calculator. So just push shift and sign and put 0.7518 to get the angle, and we will get b is equal to 48.74 degrees. And that's how can we get the angle b. So since we'll already have the angle b, our problem now is to find the angle c and side c. And to our second step, we do already have angle a and b, and side a and side b. So what we're looking for are angle c and the side c. And by doing this, it's easier for us to find the angle c, because using the theorem in a triangle, the sum of the interior angle of one triangle will be equal to 180 degrees. So what we're going to do is to add the angle A and B and subtract it from 180 degrees to get the angle C. So it's easier for us to solve it. We don't need the formula or sine law anymore. So 180 degrees minus 158.74 will be equal to 21.26 degrees. So meaning to say, our C will be equal to 21.26 degrees. So now, what we are going to do is to find the side C. So again, we need to use the sine law for this. Now, we have the step 3 for the last missing part. So we have C over sine C. Since we want to get the C equal to A over sine A, because these are the complete proportion earlier. So we have this formula, then plugging into the values and then cross multiplication, and we will have C equal to 125 sine 21.26 over sine 110 degrees. And with the use of the scientific calculator, automatically we can get the side because the C were already isolated. So C equal to 48.23